Good morning. We are at what is left of Ridge Motel. I am joined by Suffolk County Legislator Al Krupski, Town Board members Jane Bonner, Dan Panico, and Michael Lagercio. I'm also joined with the people that really have made this happen, and that's the Ridge Fire Department and the Ridge Civic Association. They have worked tirelessly to get rid of this eyesore. We're standing here today. Fortunately, when this became county property in February of 2015 under state law, the minute the county took, or any municipality takes possession of a property in Core Pine Barrens, it becomes part of the Core Pine Barrens and cannot be developed, contrary to the assertions of the county attorney. However, we are now here because although this is county-owned and will continue to remain, as state law dictates, part of the Core Pine Barrens, we still have to remove this wreck. A wreck full of asbestos, a wreck that is an eyesore, a wreck that has been used by drug users and others and vagrants, something that has been a blight on the Ridge community. So I look forward today as we start with the demolition of what will be a very large project because it wraps around, but it will end a 20-year eyesore for this Ridge community. And this town is about one thing: making Brookhaven look better. And joining me today is Suffolk County Legislator Al Krupski. I'm going to ask him to say a few words.
Thank you, Supervisor Romaine. I appreciate the cooperation here. Normally, my staff and I on a property redemption, you want to work to get people back in their property. They've had some financial hardship or medical hardship or something. In this case, this is a different scenario here. This is a land use that was really out of place. It for decades was a hardship on the community, and I really want to thank the Ridge Civic, the Ridge Fire Department, everyone who lives in the area for their patience in this, because this was a long road. They put up with an awful lot. As you can see here, I think the appearance kind of really shows what was going on here and the burden that it was for the community. So I think it's wonderful that the county can work with the town, and in order to tear this down and restore the site, it will be open now. It's public land. It will be open to the public, and everyone involved with this deserves a lot of credit for not only for their patience, for their willingness to make this into a presentable public space and to relieve the community. So thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. We all appreciate Legislator Krupski's cooperation on this, and I cannot thank him enough. It's always good when the town and the county work together. I'm going to ask Jane Bonner, whose district this is in. Actually, all three districts kind of converged around here, but Jane Bonner, I'm going to ask you to speak first.
Thank you, Supervisor Romaine. Good morning, everybody. Although the weather is not cooperating, it is a beautiful day for Ridge, and this community deserves no less. It really deserves to be able to stand here and watch this decrepit eyesore that's been a blight on this community for more years than many of us have been in office. The patience for the Ridge Civic Association and the Ridge Fire Department, who very often had to come in here in an emergency situation, which is potentially dangerous to begin with, but coupled with the fact that structures looking like this, never knowing what they were going to find, this is a great day for the Ridge Fire Department as well. It really is. You'll never ever have to fear about being unsafe on this property again, and that's a blessing for the community of Ridge. Ridge is a beautiful community of hardworking people, and this eyesore did not make Ridge look the best it could look, when we all know deep in our hearts that it is a really wonderful community to live and raise a family in. So this is a victory for the whole Ridge community.
Thank you, Jane. Right across the street is the district of Dan Panico. I'm a councilman for the 6th District.
Thank you, Ed, and thank you all. Jenny really touched on a good point. Ridge is a community on the rise. This building in a day or two will be gone. It'll be totally cleaned up. it will be a figment of our memory. Across the road, the florist, the burnt out florist, will soon be gone. Throughout 25, heading through the business district, you see shops are being renovated. People are opening new businesses, and that is what Ridge is about. The fire department members behind me, they all live here. They care about their community. So does the Ridge Civic Association. And I think the story of today is this is another page in the book of the new Ridge. And a Ridge that's established itself as a good, clean, safe community, great place to raise a family, and the community in this town is better for today's actions. Thank you very much.
And last amongst our town councilmen is the one councilman that lives in Ridge, is a member of the Ridge Fire Department, and has worked endlessly to get this done. Michael Laguercio.
Thank you, Supervisor. I guess we're going height over.
Yeah, we all know.
Well, I am thrilled three ways, as the supervisor said, because I live here in the fire department, and as a councilman that represents this area. So to me, this is just a wonderful day in Ridge. And as Councilman Panico said, these are just one of the things that we're trying to do to move Brookhaven forward and clean up the blight and the bad things that were going on in this particular building. So never again will this building stand and be a haven for some of the things that actually happened here. So thank you so much, everyone who's played a part in this, Waste Management, our contractors, the town, the county, fire department, and the Civic Association. Thank you.
That's a nice jacket.
The staff got it.
Staff got it from
That's it.
Town issue.
And Michael is a member of the Ridge Fire Department. They are directly across the street. They've had to answer numerous calls here throughout the years when it was in operation as a motel or as a shelter. And I'm going to let the Ridge Fire Department guys give a wave. Everyone from Ridge.
My name is Wesley Phillips, Assistant Chief of the Ridge Fire Department. And Ridge Fire Department and the Board of Fire Commissioners would just like to thank the town of Brookhaven for taking care of this hazard for us. We've been here many times, many occasions, and now that we're getting it cleaned up, it's a path in the right direction. Thank you very much, Supervisor.
Thank you, Chief.
Also, we have with us today the Ridge Civic Association. Their leadership, their concern for this community, their dedication to what this is, their concern for this property has made today possible. And I'll ask Lee Brooks and Chris to come on up.
Good morning, everyone. Chris has worked for well over a decade to get this site removed. The Ridge Civic Association has worked for many years to revitalize our town. And today, the demolition of this building is just another step to the future of Ridge. Thank you to the town of Brookhaven for their diligence, to the fire department, and for everyone that's helped with this. Thank you.